Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2014. Made possible by Billionaire Banshee, Guys, Games, and Beer, Dashing Inventor Games, creators of the Simple System role-playing game system, and Zonko, makers of Mobs, the t-shirts that turned life into an RPG.
Ahoy there, you two. We're back for our Gen Con Bonanza, and we're back with In-WAP Games, and right now we're going to be checking out Seven Sins with Jeremy.
Hello, welcome to Seven Sins. This is, of course, a game about doing all those things that you want to do because they're fun, but people keep telling us we shouldn't do them. As such, the scoring system of this game is different. You get points by playing in the seven category cards and the categories of the seven deadly sins, but the person who scores the highest amount in any one sin scores 0 points for that category. So
To be fat, but not the fattest.
yes, you want to be fat, but not the fattest. So if we'll start with the cards from the main deck. Now with these, we have 4 of these different sins, and I'm trying to find them here. We've got Pride. Now, Pride is very important because that is actually how the game is ended. If at any time you have 7 or more Pride, the game ends. Wrath is a card that you can play in other people's play area, which is good because it's pretty much the only card you can play in other people's play area. There it is. The next one is Lust. When you play a Lust card, you force another player to play another card, which is fun because then they can lust after someone else, forcing them to play another card, and it can continue until someone chooses to stop it. With Greed, you are greedy. You want more stuff, so you force another player to give you a card. The next type of cards are our Gluttony cards. And our Gluttony cards, I'm going to put down another Pride card just so I can illustrate. Gluttony cards are equal, the amount of Gluttony cards you will have out should be equal to however many cards you have in the biggest stack of one of your sins. So whichever sin has the highest stack, the highest number of cards in it, that is how many Gluttony cards you will have as well. Envy comes about when you find cards that have this little green envy symbol on them. You choose a player, they will have to play the top card of the envy deck into their pile without looking at it. They turn it up, and then they have an envy card. Sloth is the last sin. With it, you play it when any time that you would have to play a card, and in doing so, it allows you to draw an additional card. So during your turn, you start, you look at your cards, you choose one of them to play, and then you play a card, or you can take a sloth. Then you will replenish, you finish everything that happens because of the card that you have played. Then you draw a card. Then play passes to the next person. The other type of cards that you see down here are original sins. And these are cards in the categories of all of the sins that you actually start the game with. You will look at the 4 cards that you are dealt. You choose 2 of them to keep as your own, and the other 2 you pass to the person on your right and the person on your left. These are points that will be added to or affect your point total, cards that will affect your point totals at the end of the game. So that's the only time that they ever come into effect is at the end of the game. And you just keep going around until some person decides, you know, I've either had enough of this game, I have to end it, or I think I'm going to win and play 7 points of Pride, and that is how the game is played.
All right. How many players?
It plays from 3 to 7.
And time length around about?
Well, the shortest game on existence is now 1 minute and a half. That was earlier today.
Okay.
The longest has been 2 hours. All right. So, but normal is about 45 minutes to an hour and a half.
All right. That's In-WAP Games, and that is Seven Sims. Thank you very much, Jeremy. And this has been more of our Gen Con Bonanza Explosion coverage. If you enjoy this kind of coverage, or if you enjoy looking at this pretty face, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below.
Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2014. Made possible by Billionaire Banshee, Guys, Games, and Beer. Dashing Inventor Games, creators of the Simple System role-playing game system. And Zonko, makers of Mobs, the t-shirts that turn life into an RPG.
I'm gonna put fuzzy seat. That's an Urban Dictionary entry, along with the Tijuana pileup.